Wonderful Shabbat Shalom. We'll begin our service with Yedid Nefesh. Yedid Zev haolam nafshi cholam avata ana elna rechana So Shabbat Shalom. I'll continue our service thinking about the 6 days of creation as we think about all that we have accomplished over this past week, beginning with L'chuna Ranana, thinking of perhaps our hopes at the beginning of the week, a sense of optimism that hopefully we're able to carry with us as we then reach the end of the week, thinking about all that we've accomplished. So we continue with L'chuna Ranana. L'chuna Ranana l'Adonai, Navia l'Etzorishenu. L'chuna Ranana l'Adonai, Navia l'Etzorishenu. L'kadma chana b'toda, Yismerot Navia lo. L'kadma chana b'toda, Yismerot Navia lo. Next, we'll continue with Or Zahua Latzadik. Or Zahua Latzadik, Ulehishvelev Simcha. Or Zahua Latzadik, Ulehishvelev Simcha. Simchut Tzadikim Adonai, Vehodu Lezecher Kodsho. We'll continue with Psalm 29 as we rise. Mizmor leDavid, Havul Adonai b'neim, Havul Adonai kavod, Havul Adonai kevod shemo, Yishlach Havul Adonai harat kodesh, Kol Adonai al hamayim el hakavod hirmi, Adonai mayim yadim, Kol Adonai bakor, Kol Adonai tehadar, Kol Adonai shover arazim, Vayshaber Adonai otaze alvanon, Hayakidem kemo ega Levanon, Esirion kemo V'reimim, Kol Adonai Kotzev lavodesh, Kol Adonai Yachil midbar, Yachil Adonai mipakadesh, Kol Adonai Echol elai alon, Hayechaso ye'avo, ye'avo, Ukechalo, Kulo, 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 Omekavo, Adonai lama, Abu Yashav, Keshev Adonai melech leolam, Adonai yos, ve'amu yitein, Adonai yevarech, Amu v'asham. Ah. So we'll continue welcoming the presence of Shabbat with Chad Oden. ואת אדוני תריצי על ידי וחרתי ואני שמחה ונגדה לכתותי לקראת קלה ונשבת נקבלה. We rise and face our entrances. Shoy v'shalom ateh b'alakam v'simcha u'v'tzala to'memune am sekula to'ichala v'chatodi v'kakala v'nei Shabbat nekabela. So next, we continue with Shalom Rav, our prayer for peace. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Ki Ata Melech Adon V'chol HaShalom. Ki Ata Melech Adon V'chol HaShalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. V'tov Enecha Levarech et Amcha Yisrael v'chol עת v'chol sham b'shomecha. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. So Shabbat Shalom, thank you for joining or for watching later on YouTube. So this week, we reach the end of the book of Genesis. We have this happy ending. Joseph is reunited with his family. He forgives the other brothers, and they settle in Egypt in order to escape the famine. And things really do seem to turn out well. But our story reminds us that forgiveness and trust are complicated attitudes. Even in those moments when it seems like everything has finally come together. That we read how Jacob dies after, even as he said, a very short life, after what was in reality a very long life. And it describes how the brothers go to bury Jacob next to his parents and grandparents back in Israel. And upon their return, things take a strange turn. That the brothers seem to lie to Joseph, claiming that Jacob, I was going to use the biblical word exhorted, but really tried to that they tell Joseph that his father emphasized, that Joseph shouldn't hold a grudge against the other brothers, that he should forgive them, that he should not take revenge. We never see Jacob say this to the brothers, and so it seems like they may have made it up. And we can also tell that from the way that Joseph responds. That Joseph then cries, that he seems shocked and ashamed that the brothers would accuse him of really waiting until Jacob passed away in order to finally exact this vengeance against the brothers. And this goes against what Joseph had kept saying to the brothers, that when he first revealed himself, he described that it really seemed to have been God's fate and ultimately God's plan that brought him down to Egypt, that even sent him into prison, so that he was able to then rise up, become the prime minister of Egypt, and to provide the safety that his family was now experiencing. That Joseph becomes this model of what it means not to hold a grudge. And so we need to ask, why would the brothers think that Joseph had this a buried grudge that was just waiting for this moment to come out. What sort of revealed to them the idea that Joseph would now take this opportunity to change his actions and his thoughts that he was so clear about before. And so in what is really one of my favorite midrashim, the rabbis imagine that as Joseph and the brothers were returning from Jacob's funeral, that they passed the pit where the brothers threw Joseph before they sold him into slavery down to Egypt. And that we have this image, where Joseph, as they walk by it, seems to stop and look into the pit. And so just, think about it cinematically. That we have Joseph standing next to this pit, standing next to this place of violence, and the brothers stand off afar, seeing Joseph do this, not knowing what is going through his mind. And so you can imagine that for the brothers, as they pass this reminder of all that they've done, essentially of their moment of weakness when they let their jealousy turn to violence against their own family, that they imagine that perhaps, as much as Joseph said that he forgave the brothers, as much as he seemed to show this graciousness, this ability to let go of grudges, that seeing this place is something that brought it all back. But rather, the rabbis argue that for Joseph, this forgiveness, this ability to let go, this grand perspective, really was his true belief. That they imagine that as Joseph is looking into this pit, that he recites the blessing that you recite upon seeing a place of miracles. Where you say, blessed is God for the miracles that he did for me in this place. Because even as this was an experience of violence, even as this was the beginning of many trials for Joseph, it was the first step that ultimately led to his later success. And so that he's able to see that moment of the fact that his brothers sold him instead of killing him, of all of his experiences that led to that moment as ultimately being a miracle. And so, of course, we're able to say that Joseph is our model of what it means to gain perspective. His ability to see the bigger picture allows him to not hold on to that grudge. And I know for myself that I can't hold myself to Joseph's standards, that even as I try to let go of grudges, often a piece of them will remain. But then I think it is able to at least encourage us to take that perspective, that it makes us ask that as we face challenges, how are we able to see within them a certain type of miracle? How are we able to see the lessons that we've learned as we've faced our own challenges? How do our mistakes and the mistakes of others help us to grow? That as always, we can never change the past, but rather what we're able to learn from this moment and from the entire story of Joseph is that even though we can't change the past, we are able to foster an attitude where we're able to use it as a source of learning, as a source of growth, but we remember to then always put our eyes towards the future that we're able to build together. And so with that, I'll wish you a Shabbat Shalom. And so especially in this week, as I know that my thoughts are with my friends who are suffering from the wildfires in LA, as many of us have friends and family members, some of whom have lost everything in the fire. As we then think about what it means to grow and to grow and to be able to heal from that type of trauma, we continue with our Misha Berach, our prayer for healing, knowing that of course we always pray for physical healing, but a reminder that as we face those losses, that we also need support in our spiritual healing. We continue with Misha Berach. Misha Berach Avoteinu Mekor Bracha Leimoteinu the source of strength, who bless the ones before us. Help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing. of course, this week we also mourn the discovery of Yalzadnas whose bodies were recovered from the tunnels beneath Gaza this week. And so as we pray that their family may find comfort, that we pray for the safety and the swift release of the other hostages beneath Gaza, we continue singing Achenu, praying that they may go from a place of captivity to freedom. Achenu, Kol Beit Yisrael. Achenu, Kol Beit Yisrael. Anatuni Betzalel, Betzalel Uvashivya, Haoli Bedaya, Uvebaya Abashah. Amakom Yirachem, Yirachem, Alehem Beyotziem, Yitzhak, Yirachem, Uve'ochem Aleohem, Yishivu, Uve'uach Hashkat, V'kavod Yisrael Kavod. So this week in our Har'el community, first we want to give our condolences to Carol Epstein and Jeff Epstein on the passing of Joy Pellet, Carol's sister and Jeff's aunt. We also want to give our condolences to Sue Siklos on the passing of her grandmother, Yutka Siklos, in Budapest, as well as we want to give our condolences to Jack Rosen on the passing of his sister, Esther Brandt, this past week. This week we're also remembering Noel Jampolsky, husband of Diane Jampolsky, father of Michelle Gerber and Tracy Ucci, of Mary Frances Janelle, grandmother of Joanne Brown, Ann Schwartz, mother of Murray Schwartz and grandmother of Joel Schwartz, Stella Coltart, mother of Lorna Kringle, Bessie Kiselewski, mother of Lori Kiselewski-Boltz, Sonny Rabiner, husband of Phyllis Rabiner, Raymond Lewis, father of Debbie Maloon, John Angus Boyd, father of Mary Ellen Boyd, Mark Rosen, son of Jack Rosen, Joyce Newman, mother of Tim Newman, Lily Cohen, mother of Diane Jampolsky, Liba Legumsky, mother-in-law of Lucy Legumsky, Marlene Brown, mother of Rick Brown, William Weiner, brother of Ruthie Ross, Morton Levitt, father of Judy Levitt, and Perry Lewis, mother of Debbie Maloon. We pray that their memory may be for a blessing. We continue evoking the end of Mourner's Kaddish with Oseh Shalom. Oseh Shalom B'Ramah, Uyaseh Shalom Aleinu, Le'achol Yisrael, Ve'yimeru, Amen. Uyaseh Shalom, Uyaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Le'achol Yisrael, 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 V'yimeru, V'yimeru, Amen. So Shabbat Shalom, thank you for joining. Services tomorrow will be at 10 a.m. and this week is Sisterhood Shabbat, and so of course the entire service is led by the women of the Sisterhood, and they'll be sponsoring the Kiddush afterwards. And this coming week, on Sunday, January 12th at 2 p.m., will be the rally for the call of the release of hostages. And it actually looks like it's at the Vancouver City Hall, and it will be there, or will continue to be there in the future. And then looking further ahead, there will be a memorial service for Rabbi Matthew Bellis at Beth Israel on January 21st. Starting at 6 with Mari, followed by the memorial at 6:15. I know that he was a very beloved educator at Vancouver's Talmud Torah, and that Ahmed, at a time when we had more congregants sending their kids there, and so I know that he left a very strong legacy. Then also tomorrow night, January 11th at 5:30 p.m., we'll be having a Havdalah and Games Night, so you can bring your favorite game. We'll do Havdalah together, followed by a time for games. And then looking further ahead, also unfortunately this week the seniors lunch is canceled because the speaker is unable to present this week. And then looking further ahead, Friday, January 24th at 6 p.m. will be our next Kabbalat Shabbat dinner, and there'll be a dinner afterwards with Indian food. And then on January 26th, Sunday at 11 a.m., will be our next session about how to make holidays meaningful for families and kids, where we'll be talking about Shabbat. And then looking further ahead, Monday, February 3rd at 7 p.m. will be the next Sisterhood talk online, talking about a woman's healthy heart. And so, because I'm at the synagogue, I don't have any grape juice or access to do the challah here, and so we'll just conclude with the Shamru, and then we'll unmute the people here in the Zoom room. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael Shabbat la'asot et Shabbat לדורותם ברית עולם. בני ובן ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. So Shabbat Shalom. Thank you for joining. I'll end the live stream and unmute the people here.